Hey everyone, gotta work on this mic thing. Well, most of my night was definitely taken up with thinking about the surgery. Definitely distracted by it, and it's kind of stressing me out more and more as the night wears on. Worrying out about freak little occurrences that, they're rare, but I guess there's always a possibility. So my brain was doing the worst case scenario thing for whatever reason. I watched the Joe Rogan podcast. The guy from Gas Monkey Garage. That was pretty fun. They were having some beers and telling some stories, just like normal JRE stuff goes. But it was just fun to watch Joe be able to kind of nerd out a little bit. And then I listened to Science Versus, and the episode was about mushrooms and how the mushrooms can help treat anxiety and depression and things like that. Which I've always been interested in mushrooms, but I've been afraid of them. Yeah, I'm a '90s kid, and we were always warned that they're poisonous and it could kill you, and if you don't get it the right color, then it's lights out. So, but it's always been intriguing. I've been a fan of things that grow naturally that are medicinal or herbal. I never wanted to do cocaine or heroin or anything crazy like that. That has to be cut up and chopped up and mixed with other chemicals. But marijuana didn't bother me. I smoked a little bit when I was in high school, and I always wanted to try shrooms, but I didn't know how to get them safely, so I've never done it. But Oregon legalized everything basically, or decriminalized everything. So if there was ever a chance to make a trip out to Oregon and get some legal psilocybin mushrooms, I would absolutely do that. I wish my brother was still alive so that I could take a trip with him. He OD'd a couple years back now, but it was an accidental thing, and really sucked. But he was the one that gave me my drug education. In a sense, he wasn't like, here, do this, or drugs are bad and don't do drugs because I said so. But he sat down and did the best he could in explaining ecstasy turns into hydrogen peroxide essentially in your brain and eats away at your brain, and what heroin does and what meth does, and just gave me the rundown. So it was presented like it was my choice to do it or not do it, but here's all the side effects and all the reasons why you really shouldn't be doing these things. So I was very grateful for the way it was presented to me. In my adolescence, it definitely made me aware. I never felt like it was taboo. I never felt interested in doing anything that was chemically altered because I didn't want to put that in my body. So the only things that ever really caught my eye were doing mushrooms and smoking pot. But I don't like mushrooms on pizza, so that was another deterrent. I'm like, I don't like mushrooms in general, so why would I want to try that? But the idea of having a really awesome trip really, it's just really enticing. So I spent a lot of my night as well trying to get these videos uploaded and recorded. I record on the drive, but get them edited and uploaded. The last two I just kind of put up. There's no music to it. I think I put a picture of the teeth that are going to be extracted. I'm freaking out about how my bite and chew palate's going to be because I don't really have I've already had other teeth extracted in the past. So finding where I'm going to chew is kind of scary. I might have to end up getting like bridges or some kind of veneers, or I don't know, so that I have places to chew and eat food. I have tons more dental work that needs to be done, but nothing's really causing me pain other than my molar. So I guess I should be grateful for that, but I need to actually put my teeth first instead of waiting till they cause me pain before I try and do anything. I need to prioritize that better. hopefully one day I'll be able to afford medical insurance and actually go to a doctor and get a physical beyond my CDL, because I keep my CDL up and active. So it's the only kind of physical I really get. It's a medical for the commercial driver's license. I've signed up for the Amazon affiliate link stuff. I don't know how much that's really going to generate, if any. I don't want it to feel forced or coerced or anything like that. Like I said, one of the other videos, I certainly can review stuff that I've personally used. I don't know that it would make me a salesman per se, but it's easier for me to talk about things, what I like about them, what I don't like about them. But I don't know if this vlog travel channel would turn into a product reviews. I don't know how that would sit with the audience. It would feel kind of disingenuous. Yeah, I'm doing this to form a community. I'm not doing it to make money. If I happen to make money as a side benefit, then obviously who would complain? But if I started just doing reviews on things, I feel like it would come across like all I'm really trying to do is make money doing this, and that's really not the case. I genuinely just want to have a community here. My deep dive channel, I wouldn't feel as bad trying to monetize that more, but that was also just kind of wanting to form a community around people that like to analyze things and sorry for the yawn. Analyze things and dig deeper into topics and stuff. But if I was able to do reviews on products, I guess it's kind of a deep dive, but not really in the same sense that I typically do things, but it still would be a deep dive. It really just would be a product review, but I guess I could call it a deep dive. I don't know. Semantics, maybe? I tend to overanalyze things. Me and a buddy, a brother, not by blood, but anyway, both kind of poke fun at each other and suffer from this paralysis by analysis, where we spend a lot of time looking into things and trying to figure stuff out and never actually execute. And so I don't know where I was going with that. I guess the semantics part of it. Boy, I'm yawning. The couple other videos I uploaded had just raw music underneath it. I don't know if it's going to get flagged or taken down or anything like that. I'll have to keep the regular videos in case I need to re-upload. But my strategy for right now anyway is to not allow YouTube to make money off my content if I can't make money off my content. So I put up copyrighted music on my videos. I don't know if that means that I just can't monetize or if that means like my videos will get taken down. So I guess this is a school of hard knocks lesson. Right now I just got the radio in the background. I don't know if it's picking it up or not, but by the time this goes up, I will probably have already been through the surgery and be on the recovery. I don't know that I'll get it edited before all that is done. That's what I mean. So I'll probably be a before and after type. Or not before and after. Why yawning is annoying me. This will be up after I've already been through it all, more than likely. So you can wish me luck, but my 5 subscribers, most of them are my friends right now, you know, will already be aware of how the surgery went. But if this is you from the future and somehow I garnered a big enough audience to warrant listening to it, at least you know, or can kind of expect that this is coming up after the surgery. What would you do if money was not an issue. If you just had to worry about taking care of yourself and your family and whatnot, but it wasn't based around money, what would you do? Would you still go to work every day, even though you didn't necessarily need the money? Would you spend more time with your kids? Would you spend more time learning a hobby or pick back up a hobby? Would you spend more time with family? You know, I have my own family here, but I don't have any of my other immediate family, the family that I created or anything. So I think if money was not an issue, I would spend more time traveling back and forth. I would try and bring my family together with my blood relatives, with the family I've created here in Virginia, and I would try and bring my non-blood related relatives together, and I would spend a lot of time just trying to be with people that I love and care about. I think that's the most important thing, is being with people that care about you and that you care about. You know, I've always wanted to learn more crafts and trades and skills and languages. Right now I kind of know Spanish, but it's such a basic, elementary, maybe a 5-year-old level of Spanish. So I would like to get better at that, but I'm no longer in the South, so coming across people that speak Spanish is few and far between up here. I wanted to learn German so that I could understand the lyrics from Rammstein. I'm not sure how to say the name properly. I've heard it several different ways. But I wanted to learn German just so I could understand his lyrics. And then I found out that even if I learned German, they have different accents, I guess, or dialects for Germany. So what he might be saying is implied differently based on where he's from. So that was kind of a deterrent. I don't know what other language I'd want to pick up. Oh, maybe Mandarin would be fun. My brothers, I have 2 half brothers that are Italian. One of them is the one that has passed away. And I thought about learning Italian because I learned Spanish, but I didn't really pursue that very much. My mother learned French. My dad didn't learn any language. Doesn't really have English down very well, if we're being honest. He's a fairly intelligent individual. I'm just making a joke. I love you, Dad. I don't really have a whole lot. I'm still pretty anxious. I got one more dose of my antibiotics before I go to bed, or maybe I'll probably stay up to take it just to be on the safe side. My girl is taking the day off to take care of me post-surgery. Pre-surgery, there's nothing really to do. I'll be sleeping, but depending on how drowsy I am afterwards, I don't know if I'll be able to make it to work, so that also means I don't know if there will be another video, but or I guess as instantly there will be another video, just not as quick. The first time I had 3 teeth extracted, I remember being pretty drowsy most of the day, but I tried to put a good sales pitch to my boss that I should be able to shake it off and get back to work. I don't know that I necessarily explained it that I was going to be put under. I think I just told him that I was having teeth removed, and he's kind of scattered. When you talk to him on the phone, sometimes he feels kind of scatterbrained, like he's trying to focus on many tasks, so he might not have been paying attention all the way. My daughter's school canceled because of snow. Look at all of this snow. So much snow. I don't know how they'd make it to school. All this snow. I'm a stepfather to my daughter and one of my other sons. It is what it is. Their father is a musician. I don't know if they call it a garage band, but I would consider it a garage band, but it might be really called something else. I'm gonna try and get some of his music and put it underneath the audio track here, or maybe not on this one, but on future videos. And I'll put links to their website so that you can listen to them without having me blabber over top, if you like, to support him and their band. They're not like trying to make it on the radio, make it on tour. I mean, if it happened, I'm sure that nobody would complain. Obviously, they would love to do that, but it's not like, please support these guys. That's what their lives are riding on, their livelihoods riding on. You know, they all have normal, regular jobs. They just like to get together and hang out. I view it almost like my D&D buddies, my brothers. You know, we would do that. We'd get together every Saturday or Sunday, depending on how the schedules lined up, and we'd game. And one of them is a dungeon master, and he gets paid, I believe, now for dungeon mastering, but or did at one point. And if it actually paid his bills, I'm sure he'd do it full time in a heartbeat, but it doesn't take away from the love of doing it. And so I think that that's what they're doing with their band. I think at one point, I'm sure they were trying to get on the radio and trying to get tours and everything else. And I guess they've just taken a step back from that and just enjoying life instead of trying to pressure and force things that maybe that's just not time yet. But it's kind of a groove metal band from what I heard. And so if you're into that type of stuff, then hopefully you'll like it. If you're not a fan, then I'll go back to either lo-fi or whatever you hear in the background from my Spotify radio channel. But I'd like to thank you for accompanying me on my drive home. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing. You can get notified on my new videos as they come out. If this was a particular enjoyable video, please hit the like button. Let YouTube know that I'm worth listening to, worth watching. It's the only way that I'm going to get noticed out there is with your help. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. Take care.